Hello, Leo gang. How are you guys doing? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus dealing with someone. Relationship, situationship. We are going to get a vibe check on what is going on and what to expect going forward. If you would like to book a personal reading, well, guess what? You can. And I have added something to my services that I'm super excited about, kind of like a mentoring session leg up. It's booked similarly to a personal reading. All of the directions to book either one of those types of services is in my description box below my most recent video always. And if you ever see anything in comments or if anybody ever reaches out to you first, that is not me, okay? So with that, I'll always wait for you guys to reach out to me first. And by doing that in the description box below my video. If you haven't already done so, I hope you'll subscribe and adjust your notification bell so that you know when I upload or go live, okay? And of course, like and comment, it means so much. So with that being said, Leo gang, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at your person's energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward. Excuse me. All right, Leo, their energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward. Leo gang, let's take a look. Let's take a look, Leo. Their energy. All right, let's talk this thing through. Leo, if you've watched me for any length of time and I start out a reading going, this is going to be heavy on the advice. You know what that means, right? This one is going to be heavy on the advice. There are some obstacles. Let's talk through this thing. Sometimes that kind of helps me solidify the story, and so we will go from there. But as far as zodiac signs, which I will give you a strong caveat that really does not matter and it doesn't have anything to do with the message. With that being said, we have Gemini, Aquarius, we have air, water. Okay, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm not too concerned about zodiac signs. What I am very concerned about is this message, and I hope that this will help you as we work along and talk about this thing. Okay, so you're obviously dealing with someone. I'm going to go to your energy first. This is a person, probably for most of you, you've got history with. Could be somebody, it could be an ex that you want to talk about. It could be somebody that has been in and out of your world. With the Six of Cups, though, there's definitely some history. You could have had children with this person or married this person or that sort of thing, but you definitely probably have history. And I really believe that based on the overall cards. Okay, I'm looking at one card specifically, but when I look at all of them, I do see history. Okay, Six of Cups here. And honestly, you're looking back on this thing and with a lot of happiness, but you know what? I'm almost thinking, I'm almost getting with this thing, naivety, gullible, like you're only seeing the good. Okay, you would like a new start with this person or going to the next level. Okay, with this Wheel of Fortune, okay? And you have a lot of emotion for this person. Quite honestly, sometimes the Queen of Cups comes with a caveat, and that is definitely applicable to the situation I'm about to dissect. And that is this. This person, this is in your energy. You have a lot of emotion for this person, but you're so busy concerned with this person and this dynamic that you are neglecting your own energy work, your self-care, and your own wishes, needs, desires, boundaries, and standards, okay? Any or all of the above. I cannot throw shade if this is your story because I have walked in those very shoes and done all of that, okay? So understand and trust and believe I have walked that path. I know how it feels and the hopelessness that oftentimes goes along with that and feeling like, you know, no matter what you do, you cannot be the person that this person wants you to be. Well, guess what? You're not supposed to be something that someone else wants. You're supposed to be you. And it took me a long time to figure that out, okay? So if this is your story, I totally get it. You know, my person that I was so hung up on, okay, and it happened several times in my life, but the worst one was the one that I often talk about, which was, you know, the most recent of that type of, you know, addictive, obsessive energy. I did everything I could to be what this person wanted to be, what I thought this person wanted me to be or wanted in their partner, okay? in doing so, I lost me. Okay. And cutting energetic ties and going inside and working on my shadow, my subconscious beliefs, which by definition, you're not even aware of. That's why you do this, is because of those things in your shadow self, in your subconscious, okay? That's why you behave this way, if this is your story, okay? So, maybe I'm dropping some truths that will help somebody kind of break a cycle like I did. Okay, so your person. If they have not found someone else, they are definitely looking over the fence, okay? My Eight of Cups is my walking away card, as many of you know. It also is literally a person who thinks the grass is greener over there, whether it be single or with another person, either way, okay? But either way, if this person has not walked away from this, they're definitely thinking of it. This is their energy right here. They've really got their back on you. They don't see you at all, probably because you've lost yourself. And, you know, for all practical purposes, you know, your authentic self is kind of invisible. And I've been there. And so they can't see you, okay? But at any rate, they feel like something over there is more in tune with what they want, where they're going. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying they feel like it's better, okay? And they know that you are really torn up about it. They're very well aware. They know that you're torn up, that you're sleepless nights. This is feeling lonely and missing someone and feeling abandoned, okay? Fear of abandonment sometimes, if it has not happened. But all of that can be associated with the Nine of Swords, okay? You know, it's really interesting, though, because you do have divine guidance. See the angel over the... that's over above the window, and the owl outside the window, your spirit animal, whatever. The divine is with you, but you just don't realize it because you've not stepped into your power because you're so busy focused on this person, okay? The star in reverse. Your person is really not optimistic about this at all, okay, and has given up. This is somebody, again, neglecting themselves and neglecting their energy work, and they don't see themselves and all that they are, and their abilities, their beauty, their intelligence, their value, okay? And it's because they're not going inside. And this, and the upright is a highly spiritual energy. You got it in the reverse. So somebody, again, is really neglecting themselves, okay? So let's go forward, all right? You know, I do think that... You know, and all right, let's just talk about these cards. All right, Magician reverse. This can speak to sabotaging the relationship or self-sabotage. Okay, well, hello. Self-sabotage in your energy. Again, I'm not throwing shade. That was me all day long. This is a person who is their own worst enemy. Was I that person? You dang Skippy, I was. Okay, if anybody can understand this, it is me. Okay, so... You know, this could speak to one or two things. Obviously, self-sabotage in your energy. It can also speak to sometimes a person will intentionally do things to make you bail and see how far they can push before you will bail, trying to get you to bail, and you don't, okay? And try to sabotage a relationship. So it can speak to self-sabotage. It can also speak to sabotaging from, you know, trying to sabotage a relationship, okay? And what you really don't understand is this. By you neglecting yourself, you know, if this is your story, and I hope this is really few and far between that this applies to, but I hope, you know, I hope that's the case. But by you neglecting yourself and not doing energy work and not stepping into who you are and instead trying to be what this person wants, that's actually sabotaging the relationship too. You just don't realize it, okay? I know. I mean, trust and believe. I feel for you if this is your story. All right, so here's the thing. A lot of these, a lot of the ones that are listening, your person... there is a person outside of this or people working against it too, okay? Page of Swords, sometimes it's a spy card, but in this case, and maybe you're stalking this person's social media and spying on them. Certainly could speak to that, but can also very much speak to outside influence that is not on your team, okay? That is malevolent, that has very selfish motives, okay? This could be a third party, or it could be outsiders that are friends or family up in a person's ear. Now, the person is allowing that, okay? So don't blame the third party if this is a third party. No, your person's making a decision to allow themselves to be influenced by this thing. Don't blame other family members if they're up in this person's ear. Okay, if the person's listening, that's on them. Okay, don't blame friends. Put the responsibility right at the doormat, at the door where it goes. This one's front door, at least in your mind, okay? Don't look back on this thing with naivety. Do not be naive to what is really going on. If your person is acting the fool and clowning, okay, let the responsibility in your mind be where it is. Now, here's what you're responsible for. You're responsible for going inside and doing shadow work and asking yourself why you are so hung up on this person who doesn't see your value. Boom, big truth bomb, okay? You know, and if you did things that were wrong, then okay, admit it and, you know, go forward. But at the end of the day, you do have responsibility in this thing. And that is what I just said. Go inside and fix you so that you don't attract this crap going forward, because you are worth so much more. You know, so here's where I see this thing going. You know, I don't really see it going by, you know, for some of you, this person will bail because we got the 8 of Cups, okay? For some of you, even if it continues, I don't see it going well. And I don't see it, because, you know, but for those of you that this does go by the wayside, and it doesn't really matter who makes the final goodbye, you have to energetically cut ties, okay? And, you know, what I see in the probable outcome with this Ace of Cups is, and that Magician reversed and the Page of Swords is this. You understand that emotion is neither good nor bad. If you love this person, you love this person. You also make a healthy realization that I can love this person from out over here with no communication and all, just as well or even better than I can being with this person, because at least I can start to work on myself and heal from this thing and find me and my value. And in the meantime, you know, over time that thing will fade and I won't have bitterness. I won't be trying to, you know, flex on social media or flip him off or her off whenever I, you know, pass him on the road. It'll just be like, you know what? I wish you well. I hope you eat, just not at my table, you know? And you mean that from the bottom of your heart. You harbor no bitterness. You harbor no thought one way or the other that you feel about them just like you would feel about a stranger on the street. If you passed a stranger on the street, you know, why wouldn't you tell them, I wish you well, okay? And that kind of thing, right? Why wouldn't you? Now, they're a stranger, so you probably don't want them sitting at your table at that particular moment in time. So it is a similar energy, okay? It's just, you know, the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is not revenge. The opposite of love is not flexing and trying to get back at your person. And the opposite of love is not flipping somebody off. That is hate, and there is a fine line, and it means you haven't worked through stuff, okay? The opposite of love is total indifference, okay? And it takes a long time sometimes to get to that point. For me, I hope it takes much less time for you guys, and that's why I'm here. Okay, but at any rate, so I think you come to that realization. You make what I call a head over heart decision. If your person hasn't bailed, I think you will eventually. You'll make a head over heart decision because you'll have this light bulb going off, and you'll say, you know what, I have value. I have value. And I deserve more than this, you know. Just because this person can't see that, that is nothing to do with reality, and that's their problem, and it ends at their door. Their perception of me ends at their doorstep and has nothing to do with reality. That's their problem, right? 100%. So with that being said, I'm going to pull you guys a quote from my 3x5s that I like so much. And I hope you guys will subscribe, like, and share. And certainly hit me up for a personal reading or a leg up mentoring session, okay? If you need a little guidance in your healing journey, you can see how to do that in my description box below this video. Let's get you a quote. The difference between a master and a beginner is that the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. There you go, right? You know, and honestly, the masters, they don't see themselves as masters. They just see themselves as people trying to help people. And they're still on a healing journey themselves and fixing them. We'll be doing that as long as we're breathing, all of us, okay? And so with that being said, let's pull you one more. We're born alone, we live alone, and we die alone. Only through love and friendship can we create the illusion for the moment that we're not alone. Orson Welles, right? At the end of the day, it's all on you, right? I saw a meme one time, and I like it. It says, the spiritual stuff, it all boils down to one thing. It's on you, Chief. I loved it. I thought that was cute. I may add it to my quotes. At any rate, thank you so much, Leo gang, for watching. Always a pleasure and an honor to be trusted to read for you guys and for you guys to watch my content. And many, many blessings. And if this was your story, sending you big healing. Thank you.